Hello world, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. Here we are on the airship, and we are going to make our first destination to somewhere.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me. My baby here'll take us anywhere we want.
Now, this is the cool part in my opinion. When you talk to Sid, if you click List, it'll show you all the places you've previously been to. It'll even tell you where you need to go next. Well, not really where you need to go next, more so what locations are new on your map. Not sure why the high bridge is new, but we'll take it. However, this isn't the complete list. What we want to do is go to Input. Now, there are multiple passwords all around Spira. We've only found a few of them. And the ones I can think of offhand are, funny I should mention hand, G-O-D-H-A, and get over here, and I need you, D. I need the D. Password number 1, deciphered. That gives us a new location to a weapon called God Hand. That is Riku's celestial weapon. But we're still not done yet. Input, and this is the one we've actually seen on our travels. V I C T O R, where are you? I O U S. Victorious. Password number 2, deciphered. That leads to a fairly decent armor for, I think, Riku or Lulu, and I believe it'll absorb multiple, like, magical attacks. But we're still not done. This one, I get confused on what it is, but I think it's M-U-R-A-S-A-M-A? Murtasan? Yes! But we're still not done. There are only 3 passwords in the game, but there's still quite a few more locations we have to discover. Now this one's a little bit trickier. You can look up the coordinates online. I might actually do that for a few of them. But you see this cursor that's right in the middle of the map, the one that's moving, the red one? Use that to locate new locations throughout Spira. One of them should be Omega Ruins. That, in the original 2001 release, that is the final location and the toughest dungeon you could ever go to. And as the name shows, that is where you fight Ultima and Omega Weapon. They were the original super bosses that, if you didn't have the celestial weapons or weren't as overpowered, and quite frankly, you didn't need to be, Omega Ruins would be the toughest challenge you could fight. But we were playing the international version. Well, more like the HD Remaster version, I should say. So, it's not going to be as tough. It'll still be a challenge, but not as much. And it's not the final challenge we're looking for. Now, if you come down to where Besaid should be, you'll find Besaid Falls. And, let's see. I think there's something over here, too. There should be 6 locations in all. That's 3. Don't think there's anything there. Baj Temple. That is where we can get Anima. And the temple may look familiar. So if we go up here, Zenobia Sands. Don't think there's anything here? Maybe? I don't remember. I know there's still something else somewhere, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, this might take me a while, so we will be right back. Okay, so I think that should be all the locations we can find through the search and input. So let's check out the list. We're going to start off with Besaid Ruins 1. I'm not going to go to Baj Temple because we're probably ready for it. I'm just not willing to go there just yet. So let's head to Besaid Ruins 1.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
And check out our prize. Also, apologies once again for my AC being on. It's towards the end of September, and it's still pretty hot out there. So let's go up here, open this chest for Victorious. Weird, I thought I was in a different location. Whatever. Anyway, if we check it out, lightning-proof, fire-proof, ice-proof. Let's go ahead and see if we can add waterproof to that. I'm not sure if we can. And we can, alright. Yeah, I forgot I went ahead and, in between episodes from one area to another, I ended up stealing a lot of stuff. Still not any closer to unlocking the achievement, though. Anyway, if we add waterproof to Victorious, we get Armada. Fully absorb... I'm sorry, it doesn't absorb. Fully protects against every element. Except for, like, flare and stuff, but those are non-element. Anyway, that was actually the only treasure we could get at this current location. So let's board the airship, and I'll see you at the next one. And here we are, right below where we were. The next chest should be over here, and this will contain Murasam, or Marasame. I think it's Murasam. Anyway, that's a weapon for Auron, containing piercing and 1 MP cost. Now, he doesn't exactly need it, and I might actually equip that to maybe, I don't know. I kind of want to, but at the same time, I don't think I really need to. Because we're kind of close to getting Auron's ultimate weapon as well. But at any rate, I'll meet you at the next location. This look familiar to you? We're at Besaid Falls. That's actually the bridge we crossed, I think in like episode 4 or 5. Not long after we got Waka, Yuna, and Lulu into our party. And this is actually where we fought that gigantic bird with Valfor for the first time. Anyway, come over here, open the chest. Dragoon Lance. Let's check that out. And if memory serves, it's a pretty good weapon for Kimahri. Magic counter and evade encounter. All it needs is piercing. So let's go ahead and equip it. And I may... Actually, you know what? I'm going to customize it right here and now if I can find it. We're going to go ahead and throw piercing on. And... And I wonder what else we could put on. Maybe 1 MP cost, just to make it easier? I could throw in strength plus 10% and use up a skill sphere. I don't really think I want to. I mean, I could, and it's no real loss to me. You know what? 1 MP cost, I think, would be more beneficial. And I can show you where you can get more 3 stars like I did. So we'll go ahead and use it. Astral Spear. Not bad. I think we're going to go ahead and... Wait. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's going to... If we use this counterattack, it will take up 1 Friend Spear. So that's going to suck, because it's our only 1, but... Let's go ahead and put that on Auron's Murasam. I decided to change my mind and, you know, fix this up anyway. Now, we do not have magic counter. We don't need it for Auron. He's just not going to need it. But, is there anything else we want to... Actually, yes. Let's go ahead and put on First Strike, because, honestly, Auron is slow. Some of these abilities are going to be on his Celestial Weapon anyway, but First Strike will come in handy, especially for Auron. So let's go ahead and put it on it. And that will be pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and equip that to Auron now that I think about it. Yeah, because Murasam is currently better than what he has. And as not as always, like I said before, we'll meet you at the next place. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here, or how I ended up here. No, we're actually back at Mushroom Rock. And for those who don't remember, and this probably still doesn't look too familiar to you, well, let's think of it this way. Above me is where Operation Mi'ihen took place. Or more so, the area before we got to the area before we got to where we triggered Operation Mi'ihen. Now, there are some battles here that we may run into, I don't know if we will or not, but if you go all the way north and into this little pathway here, with a Celestial Mirror in hand, we unlock Riku's Celestial Weapon. And there is a mini game we have to play, well, sort of, kind of play, to trigger, well, not trigger, but unlock Riku's Celestial Crest and Sigil. Well, actually, we already got her crest, so it's just her Sigil we need. I might show that off. I haven't decided yet. Not that I can't do any of these mini games. I've done them all before, and here's our battle. Actually, no, I didn't show off this guy. Yeah, this is a Garuda. He's an enemy that I fought a little bit prior to Mihen, but the problem was I was doing so much training, it was all off screen, and I never really had the chance to show him off. But yeah, here's Garuda. Normally, he's a tough enemy, but
Farewell.
at this point, I'm too overpowered to even bother. He's similar to other big birds that we've seen already, so not much to say about him. But there you go. And yes, I probably should have captured him, but it's already too late. It's done. It's over with. I'll capture Fiends at some other point. I'll meet you in the next area. Okay, here we are at the battle site of Operation Mihen. If you look on the mini-map in the top left corner, over to my right might look kind of sort of familiar. That is where Titus wakes up on the beach. That's where we see all the dead people and whatnot. I can't really look over there right now. I could use a save editor just to see if I can pan over there. I'm not going to. But I'm willing to bet there's still, a lot of dead bodies. The battle isn't cleaned up. For time of reference, I'm not even sure how long it's been since Operation Mihen. It's probably been weeks, maybe even a month or two. That could explain why it still looks like there's damage over there. I might check that. You know what? We're going to hold that thought and we'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and used a save editor. And you might notice the camera's a bit different. Yeah. I am actually rotating the camera. Now, I don't know if I can zoom out or zoom in or anything. And I don't know if we can actually look over there. It doesn't seem like we can, unfortunately. But maybe if I can kind of manipulate the camera. Only kind of, though. Oh, wait. Because I want to look over there and see. Nah, I don't think we can. Oh, we kind of, sort of, almost. Yeah. On the one hand, it's kind of hard to move the camera. On the other, it doesn't look like there's really anything to see. And there's no way to actually... Yeah, there's no way to really turn the camera in any specific way, unfortunately. Though it is pretty cool, like, all things considered, that you can even rotate the camera using the save editor. Yeah. I can't see any dead bodies, but it looks like there's still plenty of destruction, ruin, and all that stuff. So, oh, wait. Yeah, okay. I thought I could see something. It almost looks like you can. But, yeah. What I was kind of hoping for was we could see if everything was left the same way it was. Because it's... The thing is, you can come to this specific part, but you can never go back to the, I guess, the battlefield where everything took place. So I'm just trying to see if it's all been left one big mess. And the only thing I can tell is that, yeah, it's still a pretty big mess. Anyway, enough of that. We'll be right back when the camera is back to... Actually, no. You know what? We'll go up here. We'll open the chest first. Whoa. Okay, well... Yeah. Not sure what's going on here, but... You know, this is still pretty cool. I'm not sure... Whoa, what the hell? What is that? What is that now? Yeah, as you saw, we got the Phantom Bangle. And apparently, if you look straight up, there's a big gaping hole in the world. This is the first time I'm manipulating the camera, and I've never noticed that. HD Remaster, everyone. And we'll be right back when the camera's fixed itself, and I'll meet you in the new location. Okay, here we are back in the search thing on the airship. There's actually one more location I missed. Oh, and that was it for the Mihan High Road Ruins. So let's go ahead and we'll teleport there. And we're on the other side of the Chocobo Corral Agency place on the the Mihan High Road. And there's even some Albed over there. Hey, kid! Hey! Hello! And before we open that chest, I forgot to go ahead and show off Lulu's new armor. Ice Eater, Fire Eater, Water Eater. It's awesome, but there's no 4th slot, so I can't add in Thunder Eater. And I think we're going to be right back, because I want to do something right now. Whoa! Whoa, what's going on? Where are we? Okay, yeah, this is actually what I wanted to show off. And that is actually pretty cool. I wish I did this sooner. But yeah, on this thing, yeah, graphically it sucks. But, whoa. What? Yeah, we're all the way over there. For some reason, the camera put us here. I don't think you were ever meant to look at the area like this, but wow, this is kind of cool. You know, I might do this from now on. Just kind of show off, like, the grand scope of areas like this. This is cool. You can't really move the camera in any direction. I mean, you can move it up, down, left, and right, and rotate it in any direction you choose. You just can't, like, move the camera freely. But oh well. At any rate, we got the sonar for Riku. So if you go ahead and see what that is, Initiative and Poison Strike. I like the Initiative. Meh. We'll just hang on to that. Now I would say I'll meet you in the next location, but I want to see what happens if we board the airship. Okay, apparently there's no camera movement, so we can't do much. Let's just go ahead, talk to Sid, and I'll meet you at the Cenobia Sands. Okay, so I went ahead and turned off the camera movement thing for now, because it didn't work on the airship, and it's not working here, which kind of sucks. But I think this is all we can really see anyway. But yeah, we're back on Beaconell Island in the Cenobia Sands. So let's open this chest for an Ascalon. What is that now? Nothing good, since we can upgrade Titus's Celestial Weapon completely, but double AP. Not bad if we didn't already have his Celestial Weapon. You'll see... What? Okay, I didn't know we'd have fights. I guess we'll be right back. Okay. So we are in Baj Temple. And right now it probably doesn't look too familiar to you. Mostly because I'm using the the control camera movement thing. I just kind of want to take a good look around. See what it's like. I think when it gets to more spectacular areas, I'll show it off. But we'll be right back one more time, and it might look even more familiar to you. Okay, we're back. And let me know if this looks familiar. Yeah, I believe this was on my second episode. This is the place Titus woke up after Sin attacked his Xanarkand. This was actually a temple holding an Aeon, and we never knew. Right here is a chest that I believe had a high potion or two. Oh yeah, and this is one of the locations where I said, where I originally said my disclaimer about using cheats and whatnot, so, yeah. But at any rate, what we really want to do is go over here. No, actually what we want to do, before you do anything, before you move on, make sure you save your game. The reason for that is we're going to take on a semi-tough boss fight. And by that I mean, well, you'll see. If I can do this right, great. If not, ugh.
What's up? Something here?
I almost got eaten by a fiend here. Payback time.
I get the picture. Alright, let's go.
Now the thing to note is I already messed up, so actually what we're gonna do is we'll be right back and I'll meet you in Xanarkand. Okay, here we are back in Xanarkand Ruins at the Dome area. Now in case you already forgot, and I actually forgot I said this myself, we have to come back in here and take on the Xanarkand Trials one more time. We are not going to go into the Chamber of the Faith, because Dark Bahamut, but there was a reason we need to come here before we head to Bosch Temple. So if you see shapes like this that resemble a square, I told you originally don't step on them. This time, step on only them and nothing else. Again, it might be a little bit difficult because some of the shapes are... Well, the squares that tell you what shape is what are more faded and more gray than blue, like the other squares are. So it might be difficult to tell what is what, but follow the strategy as best as you can. And for this room, it's easy to remember. Start at the left corner and go diagonally to the right corner. That's pretty much it. Now, if you come in here, it's a little bit harder, especially when the squares are more put together. But try to, if you look hard enough, try to imagine where the squares are. Try to figure out where the squares are related to where, like, everything else is. And you should be able to imagine where these squares are. It's basically, just look hard enough. That's what I'm trying to say. Right here is a bit of a trick, but yeah. This should be the last one. And there we have it. We've completed these trials. But now you're probably wondering, what was the point? What did we come here for? We couldn't do the destruction sphere part of it when we first came here. But now if we take a second trip, we do the square thing, we get the sphere, place it where the Besaid sphere used to be. And what will that do? Well, it'll destroy this screen. But now, what does that reveal? It'll actually reveal a pretty decent sort of kind of weapon for Yuna, the Magistral Rod. So if we go ahead and check that out, we already have the Astral Rod. This will reduce, the Magistral Rod will reduce MP by half, or by... The Magistral Rod will reduce MP cost by half. However, we already have not only Astral Rod, that'll reduce MP costs to 1, but we also have Nirvana, and we're pretty close to unlocking that weapon fully anyway. So if you get this first, not bad, but we can get something much better already. So, that's it for that. I guess I'll see you back in Baj. Actually, one second. Okay, so I turn on the camera control. Wow, really? You serious? Oh, my mouse might be in the way. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's, the room isn't finished, for one. For two, it's a very steep fall. I didn't want to trigger the elevator. Actually, that's kind of a better angle than what we normally get. But yeah, what I really wanted to do was actually look down. Okay, it doesn't really lead anywhere. Whoa. Frame rate. What the crap? Something doesn't like me down there. But yeah, I'll see you guys when we get back to Baj. Okay, we're back in Baj. We have all the Destruction Sphere treasures. Now we can go ahead and do this thing. Hopefully. So right now there's not much we can do, but what we want to do is attempt to swim into the temple. However, something isn't going to let us go in. Yeah, remember this guy? He is a pain. He is weak to multiple multiple elemental magics, but he is armored, so that might be a problem right there. He can also one-hit your characters if he's strong enough and your characters are weak enough, as well as stone them. And we remember what happened last time we fought against something that could stone us, right? Yeah. For now, let's go ahead and... I know I should do something like mix or... But you know what? We'll just go ahead and mug. Water gem, okay. Now, I would not recommend doing this unless you... Yeah, unless you absolutely have the advantage. Do not cast Protect, Shell, Haste, or anything on your party, because you'll see eventually, and it's bad, like really bad. We'll go ahead for Swordplay, and we'll do Blitz Ace to see if we can weaken this thing. And it's actually the first time showing it off underwater, I think. Not bad damage for an armored enemy. Oh wait, maybe we did show this off. I'm probably wrong. So yeah, didn't kill him, didn't overkill, but he's... Oh no, dodge it please, nope. Okay. Oh, but Riku lived. She is cursed, however. And I actually think we can finish this battle here and now with attack reels. So let's go. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, I messed it up. No matter. We'll do a mix with Riku and see what we can come up with. We unfortunately didn't get the overkill, but we did kill him nonetheless. It kind of sucks we didn't get an overkill, but at least we got him. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. He is tough if you're not strong enough, and he can stone and or kill you. If memory serves, I have an armor on Riku that protects against death, so that's basically what protected her, I should say. Yeah, 2 power spheres. I think you get something better from him. I'm not too sure. You get a reflect ring for Yuna, but yeah, let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Reflect, yeah. Ooh, auto reflect. That is nice. Now, the other thing to note is you can get an armor or weapon that has no encounters, and that will be helpful for the Omega dungeon, in my honest opinion. The HD remaster version does come with, I guess, a booster or a special thing where you can turn on encounters, turn them off, or increase the encounters. And I'll admit, that's what I've been using every so often to kind of get through large sections and stuff like that, but yeah, I'll use that over no encounters. Anyway, whoa. Hold on. Did I just see... I could have sworn I saw something glowing. I'll have to look back at that. Anyway, one of the things we need, I believe, is over here somewhere? No, I think it's over here to the right. Yeah, there's a hidden chest right down here, and the Celestial Mirror seems to react. What could it be? And... Onion Knight. That's actually a Final Fantasy 3 reference, I think? But it's a Lulu Celestial weapon. Now, before anyone asks, yes, this is kind of weird in terms of how and where the, where all the celestial weapons and sigils are. They're not in a character-related area yet. And that's all I'll say on it, because I have no answers or explanations either way. But now, if we come through these doors, we are going back into the Bosch Temple, but not where we were before at the beginning of the game. I think one of the doors we passed might have led into here, but oh well. If we go in through these doors, we will find the Bosch Cloister of Trials, in a matter of speaking. You'll see these statues on the left and right, 3 on each side. If you go up to them, an Aeon sigil will appear. And those sigils will only appear if you've gotten the Destruction Sphere treasures. That's why it's very important you get them all in at least one try. It's tough going back to them at this point, and again, the Bavel Temple is impossible to go back to. You only have one shot to get the treasure there. Anyway, if you go to the left of this statue, you'll find a chest containing 4 Mega Phoenixes. If you go to the right, you'll find another chest containing 1 Mega Elixir. Not bad. Now, just walk up to any and all of these statues. I believe this one activated Shiva's. This one, I think, is Ifrit's. Yeah, I know I did the guessing game in Zanarkand when we were there the first time, but this one's more obvious because the spheres will light up with their actual elements versus anything else. So I've got a pretty good idea of what's what. Now, if you go over to this one, I believe it's Valfor? Maybe? Actually, maybe that's Shiva, and this one is... Okay, so I know this one's Ifrit. This one's Ixion. Or Ixion, whatever you want to call him. I think it's Ixion. Okay, so we know the 3 element Aeons. Or at least we know 2 of them. This one might actually be Shiva's. But I feel like this one is. At any rate, let's trigger the other 2. Oh wait, this one might be Valfor. Yeah, that's Besaid's Sphere. So this one's Valfor. This one must be Shiva then. I don't know about this one. I know this one over here is Bahamut. Or Tim, you can get them all mixed up because you don't know anything. I am terrible at the sigils. Anyway, the thing to note right now, we only know 5 of the Aeon sigils. This one over here, I think this one's... No, this one's... One's Bahamut, one's Valfor. This one's Ixion, or Ixion. This one's Ifrit. One of these is Shiva. The other might be Yojimbo, but he doesn't have a sigil of his own. So who is the 6th one? At any rate... Oh wait, one might be for Zanarkand, for all I know. But anyway, I'm taking too much time explaining, so let's go ahead and enter the Chamber of the Faith.
You are Maester Seymour's mother.
So you know, yet still you seek my aid. My son, do you not hate him? It is all right. He is the one who sowed the seeds of hatred. He is to blame. But I am at fault for letting him become what he was. He was always alone, half guardo, half man. I wanted to give him the strength to live by himself. And so I became a faith. But because I let him taste power, he began to thirst for more. He was not satisfied with my Aeon. He wanted more power.
And he found sin.
Yes. Come, Summoner. I will bestow you with my power. The Dark Aeon, Anima. Destroy sin, and my son's obsession with it. Though it is small recompense for what I did to him.
And there we have it, Anima. I didn't even know you could get Anima as a summon until much later, like early high school years for me. And I was so happy when we first got him because he is so insanely powerful. We'll go ahead and leave her name as is. And let's check him out, or her out, or whatever. Oh yeah, side note. If you try to learn, or if you try to teach your Aeons any of the abilities, you can't teach any to Yojimbo. What he already has is what he knows. But if we check out Anima, he actually knows quite a few abilities already. Except Mental Break, because we don't have enough Shining Thorns, but that's whatever. Yeah, we can, with 3 stars, you can teach an Aeon double cast, which I might even go ahead and teach him, because that could be pretty useful. It only costs, let's see, like 5 3 stars, so it's not a bad trade-off. Otherwise, you can teach him a few other abilities. I don't know if I want to teach him Kurega. I don't know if I'm going to need Aeons that much to where they have to heal. He doesn't really learn anything else, but when we get more items, we'll teach him more stuff. For right now, I think he's good as is. And let's check out his attributes. He's actually fairly strong. I think stronger than even, he might be stronger than Bahamut. Yeah, he's much stronger in terms of attack than Bahamut. And in terms of magic, too. Magic defense, not so much. He's still pretty cool. Again, he has Pain, which will straight up kill anyone who is not immune to death, and Oblivion, which is probably the strongest overdrive we'll have at this point, aside from Zanmato, Yojimbo's overdrive, but that's a different situation. And with that, we've gotten all the Aeons, so I think what I'll do is I'll meet you back in Macalania Forest to unlock Titus' Celestial Weapon, and then I'll meet you again at Remian Temple for a few more Aeon fights, and to unlock the final Aeon themselves. So we will be right back. Okay, so here we are at the, I guess, Rin Albed shop by Lake Macalania, and Clasko is no longer protecting this chest. So let's go ahead and open it for 4,000 gil. We had to wait this long to get 4,000 gil. Granted, you probably could have come back here much sooner to get it, but oh well. I'll meet you at the Celestial Rock. And here we are at the Celestial Rock, and we're going to upgrade Titus's weapon to its full potential. Do we have the Sun Crest? Yes, we have the Sun Crest! I earned that thing! Oh god, I can't believe I recorded that episode too. That was so great. I got the crest on one try. Anyway. This weapon's power has grown to its full potential. I wish it said full potential. That'd be a lot more awesome. Presents other weapons. I think we can? Let's try Lulu. Time is not yet. Okay, so we don't have her crest. I may have to look it up and figure out where exactly it is. But let's unlock... I can't speak. Let's unlock Riku's Celestial Weapon. Now, by doing this, certain Aeons will gain the break damage limit ability. I know if you unlock Yuna's, that gives it to Valfor. I don't know about the others, though. Bahamut and Up already have their abilities unlocked. I think the only one that doesn't from the start is Yojimbo. And that, I mean the ones after Bahamut. Because you need Oran's Masamune to unlock it. Let's see, we don't have Waka's, we don't have Kamari's, we don't have Oran's. We have Yuna's, but not her sigil. So I think that's all we can do for now. So let's go ahead and equip Titus with his new weapon. And for the most part, from here on out, he no longer needs his current buckler or any other weapons aside from the taming sword. Wait, what? Right, we only gave the Sun Crest, not the sigil. I'm stupid. Let's go ahead and do that again for Titus. We'll offer up the Sun Crest. That's what I earned from the Chocobo racing. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, the weapon attains its maximum power. So now we've unlocked the break damage limit ability for 3 Aeons, and we powered up Titus's weapon completely. So let's go ahead and check that out. Kaladbog. Break damage limit, triple overdrive, evade and counter, and magic counter. Sadly, I was wrong. Double AP on the Ascalon is better. And most Celestial weapons do have like double or triple, I think it's double AP. So that kind of sucks for Titus. But I'll take it still. Break damage limit, triple overdrive, evade and counter, magic counter. And you gain more power for your weapon the closer Titus' current HP is to his max HP. And I believe it ignores defense and powers up his overdrive immensely. So we'll be equipping that and using that from here on out. Again, magic counter with a magic counter armor, not very useful. So we'll just equip it with this metal shield for now and we'll get something better. And there's one more spot I want to check out, so I'll go to that, and if that doesn't turn out well, I'll meet you in Remian Temple. Okay, we're back in Remian Temple, and before we take on any more Aeons, as I said before, we need to go ahead and actually... Yeah, this should work. 3 times the charm? Yes, use the Blossom Crown we got much earlier. I think this is the one we got from the Aeon fights with Belgamine. But not completely. Use the Flower Scepter. This is the one we got from the Fiend Arena by capturing one of every Fiend in Mount Gagazet. So if we unlock that, you've broken the seal completely. And here we go. 3 new final Aeons. Well, 3 new Aeons. The last 3 we'll ever get. Wrapped into one flowery package. I know I said that before, but... Anyway, here are the Magus Sisters. Cindy, Sandy, Mindy. And they are probably the most powerful Aeons you'll ever get. They have their own set of abilities. Their stats are amazing. And their overdrive... excuse me. Their overdrive... It breaks the damage limit... I want to say 3 times over because it's just that powerful. If your characters aren't super trained like mine are like gearing towards, their overdrive will just obliterate almost every enemy you come across at this point in the game. Again, if this were the standard version of the game. But yeah, their strength, their magic, it is nothing to laugh at. They are amazing. Again, have their own set of abilities. They are just like the most OP Aeons you can get. But with that, we can finally take on the rest of Belcamine's Aeons in the next episode. Bit of a cliffhanger, but In the next one, I think what we're going to do is do a few more side quests, get more celestial weapons, and first off, take on the rest of her Aeons. So we will see you in the next video. Bye, world!